Hi guys. Hi.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah, I know it's on my filter, but it's okay.
What, what did you say? I didn't get that.
My filter is not showing up, but it's okay.
Your filter. What filter?
My Instagram filter.
What is that?
Filter. Like filter. Filter. That is always on Instagram, like live or anything like that.
Okay, so what does that do?
It beautifies you. That's it. 9 hours.
Uh, like people that are not beautiful that wish to look beautiful to deceive
Yeah,
people.
people like us that are not beautiful. So we
Uh,
have to beautify ourselves.
it's
How
that's okay.
you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. All right. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Saturday Night Live Show. As always, we come with different topic, inspirational, interesting topics. But for today, uh, this is a big one because I've had a lot of people ask this question that how can you tell your partner that he or she has a body odor? But anyway, the topic for discussion today is how do you tell your partner that he or she has body odor? So, Toyin, what do you think about this topic?
This is an interesting topic, and it's a bit like diplomatic, but in a way because I've done my research and because I remembered a I remember when I went for a public speaking event some time ago, and we're told that it's not it's not what you say in communication, is how you say it.
Yeah,
So this means that in communication we use like maybe 55% of our body language, and I think like about 38% of our tone, and the rest of it like about 7% of our verbal words to communicate with others. So with this in mind, how you use your body language and tone of voice when communicate to other determines the outcome. So as it says, how do you tell your partner? So as this your boyfriend or girlfriend, for example, I would say boyfriend, for example. So I suggest that um you ask first of all, like there are different ways you could do it. You ask him to maybe sit down, for example, then you tell him they like some things like I'll mention three things like but in a slow, soft manner and very like an emotional manner, using a lower tone of voice and make eye contact with him. So one of the first thing you tell him is um can just say like, oh babe, I have something to say. I have something important to say to share with you. Please be there. I want to get something off my chest that has been bothering me, that has been an issue for some time. So, and the third thing is like, you can say that this is rather difficult. Um, this is rather a difficult and a very sensitive topic, so for me to share. So please bear with me. So you have already said the scene already with these three things with your boyfriend, and which informs him that okay, for example, like when it's going to be a difficult conversation and sensitive topic for you, so it will be more open and less defensive in advance. you want his defenses to be minimized. So another next thing is that I suggest that um there's this thing that I also learned then, like it's called, I don't know if you heard of it before, it's called like the CLC method that we're told, like back then, like the C stands for commendation, how stands for recommendation, and the third C also stands for commendation still. So obviously you will, this is how you go, just gonna do it, like you hold this hand, because you can't just like talk like that to the person. So you hold this hand, then you pause, then you take it slowly and gently. Tell him what you love about him. Show him that you love him unconditionally and praise him for the little things that he's done, that he does to make you feel like, love for you. That is commendation. And now it comes the most challenging part, which is recommendation. So in regards to recommendation, I would say like you tell him, like, you tell him a low and gentle tone of voice while all this, and just say like maybe I think it's funny. I think the strong body odor, maybe coming from your body is a maybe a gigantic issue for us, because I feel I think it's creating a huge distance between us. So I suggest we do something about it as soon as possible. What do you think? So that's more or less like recommendation. Because you're asking that, what do you think? So obviously, you have to give your boyfriend or your partner the time to process it, because it's very imperative for him to digest this, because it will be surprised by this, obviously. And this is where you must be still and silent. You can't just like shout on him, or you have to let him think and gather his thoughts. And what happens next is very, very crucial in your relationship, in the sense that he may react to this in a very, very angry way, and he may not. So I don't know the person's partner, so he may react to it and if he reacts to it in a very angry way, then allow him to, because it's a very sensitive topic for the two of you. So you have to let him express his thoughts and emotions. So this kind of like creates intimacy for you both. It's vital for you to acknowledge um, whatever your boyfriend or your girlfriend, your partner comes up with from this conversation. You have to acknowledge everything that he shares with you. Obviously, you have to, obviously, even though you're telling, you have to nod your head, be gentle and soft, because raising your voice is going to push him away from you. And the last one is the commendation, where it's more or less the CLC of the feedback to this issue. So you just thank your boyfriend that, thank you for listening to you, no matter how he reacts or responds to your feedback. So that's what I think, though. But there's more to it. But in short, what I would say is that you have to tell him or her. How do you tell your partner? You have to tell him or her, but it's just going to be in a polite way and in a subtle way, because I understand like some people, they might not take um they might not like to be told that way, or they might not like to be told that thing, but it depends on how you talk to him or her about it. Does that make sense?
Are you asking me if it makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, like, I've finished talking, but does that make sense what I've said?
No, it's not for me to judge if it makes sense or not.
I mean, like, do you understand what I mean? That's what I meant.
Okay. So, as I said earlier, it's a pretty sensitive one. And in as much as, okay, so one thing I know for sure is this: everything is easy if you are not the one affected by it. Everything, absolutely everything is easy when you are not the one affected by it. Like it's more like giving advice. You can easily advise people like, oh, um this and that, oh, you should do this, because you are not the one in the situation, you know.
Yeah,
But the moment you are at the receiving end, the moment you are at the receiving end, where okay, there is something is going wrong. Like for instance, this topic that we are having, where you know we're talking about body odor, and you are the one is being directed to, like, oh, you know what, you have body odor. You know, there's a way it's gonna spin in your head, like, me, I have body odor. Ow. It takes a lot of time to process it. I am 100% about that.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like, the first thing that will come to your head is defense. The first thing it will be defense, like, oh, maybe uh maybe where I'm coming from.
Oh, like just to defend it.
Maybe some, it's just gonna keep playing like defense, 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 like, me, body odor. You know, because you know, some people, because they don't want to offend you, they attempt not to say it to you when you have body odor, because they don't want you to feel bad. They will just manage and deal with it. But lately I've been seeing a lot of trend where people will be like, no, if you have body odor, I will just tell you straight, like, oh god, you have body odor, go and do something about it and all. And some people, it's not like they have a problem. It's probably because they just don't take care of their body. Maybe you don't have your baths like regularly. You don't use deodorant. You don't use body spray.
Or could it be like maybe they didn't take care of them when they were little?
I don't think that is it. Honestly, I don't think that is it. People always say that thing, all right, but I don't think that is it. I think it's just about you taking care of yourself. Don't be surprised that some people don't don't have their bath for 3 days, 5 days. They won't.
Yeah, and also it doesn't have to be. Some people they do bath every day. They even use deodorant and all that, but it's also what they eat that actually could cause that
Like
odor.
what they eat.
Some people eat
I've never
garlic.
heard about
Some
that.
people eat like
No, when you say
no,
body odor, huh?
like
That is
like it's
not
kind of like the
that is not
pores, like maybe
not about
sweat,
garlic. It's not
sweat
about
or
garlic.
something that they eat that actually gets stuck to their skin. You
See,
get me?
see, someone said, "Oh, they don't shower well." Yes, it's not about whatever you eat. Hmm, is not the reason why you are having body odor. You understand? It's
Yeah.
probably you don't shower well, as someone have said here. And aside that, some people, they sweat a lot, and naturally, when you sweat,
Yeah.
it brings out the dirt in you, and when it sticks to your body, it starts smelling funny. You get, so that is why they will say, oh, use very good deodorant and stuff like that, that even when you sweat, it can battle it for you.
Mm.
So that's basically it. But anyway, you shared mine, I mean yours, I shared mine. So if you have an opinion on this topic, you can request to join us live. Let's hear you live and direct. um Amy said layered dirt and they use perfume on their skin. Yeah. So you can join us if you have something to contribute on this topic. You can just request to join us.
So
Let's
do you
let's
think
hear
like
you.
is so if your partner is got body odor, will you just tell them straight away, or you will there's a process you follow before you tell them?
Is I think it will naturally be offensive if you just open your mouth and tell anybody that
Like, oh, you
you're
stink.
smelling. I think it's just gonna be very offensive. So
Well, that means you don't love the person for you not to say, because like it says that it's only
I
people
don't
that
understand what you are saying.
if you're my partner and you stink, I'll say, bro, you stink. Go and shower. Fair. That doesn't mean I don't love you. It's only
Oh,
someone that, yeah,
okay.
that's
So,
what I
but
feel.
if you don't say it like that, it means you don't love the person, right?
No, I mean like
That
I'm
is
the
what
kind of
you
person
just
that is
said.
blunt.
That is what you
I'm the
just
kind of
said.
person that, one minute, sorry, maybe you kind of misunderstood me. I'm the kind of person that is blunt, yeah. If my partner stink, I'll just say, if you're my partner and I stink, I'll just say you stink. That's it.
But you just give a rendition now that if you want to tell your partner, you should hold their hands, look into their eyes, and use
It's
all these
based
sweet
on my
words.
research. No, because no, what I would say is based on my research I've done.
I
That's what
don't
people do.
see. We've had this over and over. Hmm?
Of course.
We are all entitled to our opinion. So when we are live here, we expect anybody that join us to just say their own opinion. So if we, the host, cannot just share our own opinion, I think I mean, what are we giving to the people listening or watching
Okay.
us?
Okay, I get that. My opinion is just like I will just tell them still, but in a calm way. In
If I have a
you're rolling.
partner that
Okay.
if I have a partner that has body odor, I think I'll just style. I mean, I'll find a better way to pass the information across. I won't just say, "Oh, yo, you stink. Go and shower." Mm-mm. I won't do
Nah,
that.
that
I
was
think
just a
that is
joke, yeah. That
disrespectful.
was
No,
just
I'm
a
just
joke,
saying for
yeah.
me.
That was just a joke.
I,
That was
I,
just a joke, yeah. I will
I,
still say, but I will say in a subtle and calm way. I was saying this out in a calm way. That's what I mean.
okay.
I was just joking about that. About like, oh, you stink and all that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it like that. But some people, based on my research I've done, I've read some things, people are saying that they cannot just say it straight up. And that people are also asking questions that, um, why do you even why do you start dating the person when you know the person stinks? If you know you can't actually cope with someone that stinks, why would you date with the person? Why would you date the person or go ahead with marrying the person?
Well, I honestly don't have an answer for that, but I think even the people with body odor, there are times that they smell good. I think that is
Yeah.
just what I think, So probably you met someone, maybe the person is fresh out of shower, just step out of the house, and you met the person, smells good, feels good. Um, how are you supposed to know that momentarily the person is gonna start stinking? So that's the way I perceive it, though.
Okay.
So it's really tricky. Trust me, it's very, very tricky because um, if you don't choose your words carefully, some people would just never forgive you. And most importantly, you that you believe that you are okay, you're good, and so you can imagine like you now and you are talking to someone and the person say, "Oh, Tony, you stink. Okay, you have to do something about it." What would be the first thing that will come to your mind?
The person will not say it like for people to hear,
No,
definitely.
no, you
But
didn't
are
get
you
me.
saying the
I'm
person say it
saying,
out loud? Go on. I feel like will the person say it out loud that oh you stink, or will they say it like gently to me like so you stink? Depends on how the
I
person
said,
said it.
I said, if you are having a conversation with someone and the person
Yeah.
say, Tony, you stink. You should do something about it. That's what I said.
Okay. So what's the question?
What would be your reaction?
I would be embarrassed. and I'll be embarrassed, and then I'm just going to I'll take notes of that and I will take care of myself. That's what I would do.
Mm.
But I'll be embarrassed.
So that's why I said it's sensitive, and most importantly, when you are not the one that is in the situation, it's always kind of easy. But if it's,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
being directed at you, your legs will be shaking. You will start sniffing around your body like,
Yeah, like
like
nice morning.
what's going on and all, So, and some people, it's not their body,
Yeah,
it's their mouth. The moment they open their mouth and speak, then it's a disaster. And naturally, if you don't talk, if you don't open your mouth for a little while, your mouth is meant to stink. So that's why, in most cases, okay, it's good. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's crazy. Um, Damtu's multi bees is saying something. Telling our partner that they are giving off a foul odor may sting them a bit, or even if we try to break the nails in a gentle yet direct way. Absolutely. 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 It's tricky, trust me. It's very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Some people
yeah,
would
I
not
agree.
overcome,
I agree with you.
but it's better that they hear
Yeah,
this from us because we are the person they love and trust, not an acquaintance. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, it's a lot easier if it's coming from someone closer to you. Like, hey, you know what? Why not check yourself? You know, maybe whatever and however you want to put it, but you all just have to be as reasonable as possible so the person won't feel it won't be too offensive. Yeah.
yeah,
Some
and
people
that actually, sorry, go on.
no, go on.
No, I mean that actually distance them from like getting their partner, or
Mhm.
because of the way they smell, or what they, like. To go, I mean, they brush their teeth or that kind of thing, but like sometimes like you can't just kiss them because of the odor. To go, I mean, so that actually it kind of like distances them from actually having intimacy with their partner, which is
Yeah,
sign to work on.
of course, of course.
But now that we know that if we talk to them, it's going to, because like you asked me a question, I will feel embarrassed if that someone talked to me about that. So, but how do we now level it? How do we talk to them at all? Just let them be?
No, being say it's there are things that you can take away from this situation.
Breaking you, really.
There is something you cannot take away from this situation. When you tell someone they stink, there is use the best words, say it in the most romantic and loving ways, they are still gonna feel embarrassed.
Yeah,
So there is no two ways to that. That is why it's important, you have to just, find a way around it, how you deliver it to them. So it won't be
yeah,
too offensive. But there is no way you will say it that, the person won't feel like, me. Are you sure? Are you sure it's me? You know.
yeah.
So that's the thing. But it
The
is
the one the one will be confident in like getting close to the partner that is saying that they stink. Like okay, for example, if my partner tell me that I stink, it doesn't even let me to be close to him. Like I'll be shy to talk close to him. That
yeah.
kind of thing. It's just normal. But someone told, I want to ask a question. As someone told you that you stink before.
No,
Okay. How will you feel if they do?
I would be embarrassed, but I will work on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's only natural, like there are some things that you cannot find out by yourself. You need people to tell you.
But can I ask a question? For some time, like the reason why I actually chose this topic is because of what I watched on YouTube about a program called Back Chat, and someone was saying that there are some ladies. I don't know how true that, but I don't know how true that. Whenever they are on their period, they stink. So it's
Yeah,
natural for them.
yeah.
Is that is that is that something that I don't know? Is that part of the questions or is that
You stink.
yeah?
Yeah, you
Okay,
stink. No matter what causes it.
okay. So, but what if like you tell your partner that oh they stink and work on themselves and they don't work on themselves maybe after like a couple of months they didn't work on themselves, will you still love them or will you divorce them because of that?
I don't know. That is not the topic for today. The topic is how
No,
do you
no, but
tell
it's
your
a
partner?
question. Like just
Nah,
wanted to find out.
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Just
So
trying to like bring up some.
so basically, people have different way of receiving criticism, no matter how constructive it is. So far it's not, you applauding them. People have different way of receiving it. It's difficult. It's a very, very sensitive topic. That's why I really like the fact that we are having this conversation. It's very sensitive.
Okay,
Okay, so
I
someone
think
is saying something.
your
As for
network is
me,
rolling though.
in this case, I may feel consider, so I'd say I feel concerned about your breath, especially when it is keeping me from being close to you. Yeah, like you just have
Yeah.
to look for different ways to just, you know, say it. You get, see, this is odor that probably the person cannot smell, the person
Yeah.
do not know. You understand?
There's a lot of
So
way happens.
so you really have to try to help the person by saying it like, okay, do you notice that sometimes maybe when you sweat, maybe it smell foul, maybe why not just pay
You're
attention to it and see. You
you're
understand? So
rolling.
so it's about how you just relay it to your partner that really matters. So basically, it is what it is. But I think the best thing you can do for your partner is to tell them. If you keep it to yourself and probably just leave them and never say it to them, you are not helping them. So I think it's very, very important that you tell your partner about it. So that's my take.
It's true.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. You'll be like in a gathering sometimes, and you'll be smelling like I know the bath for you. You know what I mean? It's really, really, really
Yeah.
crazy. It's really, and unfortunately, people don't even know. They
Mm.
don't know. They have absolutely no idea. It's crazy. Hmm.
It's so funny that a lot of people just have like this sensitive smell, like sensitive noise to smell anything. Even someone that is not even smelling, they'll say, "Oh, this is just so sensitive. Like, what's going on?"
And do you know what's funny? Some people,
Yeah.
they cannot smell anything.
So I didn't hear that you're rolling.
some people cannot smell nothing.
Yeah.
No matter the bad smell, they will not smell it.
Where they've been created, or just like they go like blocked nose, or just
I don't
natural.
know. I don't know. Maybe they just, some people just can't perceive the regular things that you perceive.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has anyone sent request?
No, no request.
No. Maybe we just like conclude on this.
All right, sure.
So in short, they say like, how do you tell your partner that he or she has body odor? We've all said it all. Like, well, it's good to tell them how you tell them, and some people
Yeah.
might take it offensive. Some people might take it like defensive as well. So, but you should know your partner. Some people they'll tell their partner, oh, like you stink or whatever, but they'll joke around it, and then they'll if they say like your partner, oh, I think your breath stinks, yeah. They obviously they'll joke about it, and then they go and brush their teeth and they come back, but they'll know that okay, in the future, my husband, my partner doesn't want me to be smelling while brushing my teeth all the time.
Yeah.
So, and also it's good to also do your flossing. No one is perfect anyway, but yeah,
Of course, no one is perfect. So, my take is important to talk about it, but just be smart about it. So that's my take.
yeah, yeah, because it's better to tell your partner everything because like so you can get like some constructive criticism and also like they'll be confident in telling you anything whatsoever they want to tell you. It could be their darkest fear, it
Yeah,
could be their darkest fantasy. So you just be you guys communicate. There's no one that is perfect. Even I don't know. Yeah, no one is perfect. Even the cleanest guy might be stinking.
of course,
You
no one
know,
is perfect. So it's important to talk about it, but just be smart about the way you relay it to to the person.
yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, that is it. That is more like it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. We always come with a shocker of a topic all the time, and I'm sure people are still velving on this one. Like, okay, you know,
Yes.
but there is no perfect way to say it, but you just have to be diplomatic about the way you say it. You
I'll
know.
just tell them that you stink. Go wash up.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
joking.
Tony said. She said, just say, you stink. Just go wash up. But
Yeah,
me, I say, be smart about the way you say it so your partner doesn't feel bad, doesn't feel
yeah.
really, really bad. So, once again, thanks for tuning in.
Let me sign up. Yeah. Are you done so I can sign up?
You got it.
Okay, all right. Thank you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't use my filter today because I don't know what's going on, but I love you guys for real. Like, so it's every Saturday, 10:30 p.m. Don't miss it. And trust me, something good is coming very soon. Not give it away, but something good is coming very soon. Just watch out. I love you, Marcus.
Thanks for
Over
joining
to
in
you.
once again, guys. We'll be back again next week, Saturday. So, lock it down. Tell your friends to tell your friends and join us 10:30 p.m. next Saturday.
Bye.
Peace.
Sure. Peace out.